Hello folks, I'm OdinSpack 33. Welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Red version. This is part 9. Last time we finished Mount Moon, we got the Helix fossil from the Super Nerd, and we got to this point of no return on Route 4 to Cerulean City. Now when I say point of no return, we will be able to come back here just a lot later. It's kind of like a temporary point of no return. And the reason I left off here is there's a couple of Pokemon that we need to go catch in Mount Moon. So I'm going to go do that before we actually hop over that little fence there, and we'll be not forever stuck, but, you know, temporarily enough that we'd be missing out on some Pokemon at this point in the game, which I'd rather not. I should mention that off-screen, I have leveled every single Pokemon every Pokemon that you've seen up to this point, up to level 15. And the reason that I've done this is because starting at level 16, some of our Pokemon are going to start to evolve. We've seen the evolutions of Eolus and Mascon, or Butterfree and Beedrill, and they're like the earliest Pokemon to evolve, but now everything else is going to start evolving in these like late teens and 20s. So we're going to be starting to see some evolutions. I also am going to show off Buttershoe because we've yet to see Zubat, our Buttershoe, our Zubat. So I leveled up to level 15. It's a poison flying type, and at level 15 it learned Bite, which lets it basically like have a way better attack than Leech Life. It's 60 power. It can make Pokemon flinch, which is really good. So we definitely want to be using that. It's just an overall way better attack than Leech Life. Leech Life later on in Pokemon will get a huge glow up, but right now it's pretty bad. So we need a good move. Now there's 3 parts to Mount Moon. This is Basement 2. The floor above was Basement 1, and then the floor we entered from the other side of Mount Moon was the first floor. This floor right here, and we can kind of just chill here, basically, is going to be our best encounter rate for the 2 Pokemon we're missing, as well as, like, the best potential levels they can be at. We want to catch them at a higher level, so I have to do less grinding. Here's one of them right here, Paris. Alright, so Paris is a bug grass type, which is a very bad typing for this game, as bug and grass are weak to a lot of the same things, meaning that Paris takes 4 times damage to them. So Paris is unfortunately not a great Pokemon because of this. It's going to be weak to Leech Life because grass is weak to bug, so that's going to help us here in trying to catch Paris. I also don't have animations on because I was grinding, so that's my bad. We're also going to show off using Paralysis to catch Pokemon. I think I did do this for one of the Pokemon I caught. It might have been Jigglypuff, I want to say. But paralyzing a Pokemon will give us a better chance of catching it, so I'll make sure I turn animations on next time. Sorry, guys. My bad. I'm trying my best to save Pokeballs, and we've yet to fail on a capture yet. So there we go. Paris was caught. Alright, we got our new Pokedex entry for Paris, the mushroom Pokemon. Burrows to suck tree roots. The mushrooms on its back grow by drawing nutrients from the bug host. That sounds really scary. Alright, let's give a nickname to Paris. Alright, so time for another deep cut. Do you remember when me, Scythe, and Griff played Secret of Mana for one stream? Well, that's good enough to qualify for a nickname here, so let's go with Mushboom, one of the enemy types in Secret of Mana for our nickname. I think I've also streamed it myself too, but regardless. I mean, hey, we have a Tales of Symphonia nickname in here. I haven't done a Let's Play of that. Let's put Mushboom in. There we go. And we'll see Mushboom later on. We have a much rarer encounter to still find here, so we're going to off-screen until we find that one. And kind of like the signature Pokemon of Mount Moon, the one that's most associated with it, and the only Pokemon, the only place that it actually appears in the game. So we'll be doing a little cutaway, a lot better cutaway once I get to another encounter here. So I will see you once we find that Pokemon. Finally, we got Clefairy. Oh my goodness. And of course, it's a level 10 one and not level 12. It's okay. I finally ran into it. It only took me like 15, 20 minutes. Alright, so Clefairy is pretty much like the counterpart, I would say, to Jigglypuff, where they're both pink, round, normal type Pokemon with very similar movesets. You know, they both got Pound, they both got Sing, they both evolve the same way. I think they have pretty similar stats too. So, you know, if you want to use both of them, probably not a great idea for mixing it up on your team, but using one of them, you know, of course, is not too bad because they have a very wide move pool. It looks like Clefairy might not actually know Sing yet, but I'm fairly certain it learns it, so I'm glad that it has Pound instead because it's an actual move as opposed to using Sing, so that's good. Man, I had to run from so many Zubats. I even found another Paris, too. I actually looked up the encounter for how rare Clefairy was before doing this, and it's a 6% encounter rate on this floor. It's a 1% on the first floor, so, you know, this is the best place to run into it, is on the basement 2, the furthest down as possible in Mount Moon. And this is the only place we can catch it. So this is kind of, you know, what we want to do, because it just makes sense. It just makes sense to get it now, because we won't be able to get it later. Will we use it in this part? No, because I'd have to grind levels for it, and so I'd rather do that off screen. But we are going to catch it. And I actually already came up with a name for it, even, you know, normally I come up with it like after I get to the nickname screen, but I actually do have one. So Clefairy, the fairy Pokemon, it's magical and cute appeal, has many admirers. It is rare and found only in certain areas. Yeah, here. So, because it's the counterpart to Jigglypuff, and I named Jigglypuff after in dedication to Madame Wario, but I did name it after a Mario Land 2 area. Well, I'm gonna similarly do the same for Clefairy because I feel like that makes sense, because like I said, it's its counterpart. And I almost used this name for Jigglypuff, but I decided to not, and I am going to use it for Clefairy because I feel like it's a little more space themed. So I could just name it after the space zone, just name it Space. I feel like that'd be kind of lame. But no, instead we're gonna name it Star Maze, which is like the final level of the space zone. I think it's the theme, like the song name. I don't know if that's unofficial or not, but it's the final level of the space zone in Mario Land 2, and it's a lot better than naming it Space. So Star Maze, I feel like, is a really cute name from a Let's Play I did. I also thought of doing a different Let's Play, and I'm gonna have to find something good for that one. But there's definitely another space-themed Let's Play I've done that would have had a good nickname for that. But anyway, we're done. We are free. We are finally free from Mount Moon. We can move on to the point of no return. And we could go into that grass. There we go. The point of no return has been reached. I'm not going to hop into that grass yet. But here we go. Look, Cerulean City. The game is all blue now. Woohoo! We've reached here. Now, there's a couple things we can do in Cerulean City. First, we're going to talk to some NPCs and see what they're saying. You're making an encyclopedia in Pokemon? That sounds amusing. Wow, amusing. It doesn't care. I want a bright red bicycle. I'll keep it at home so it won't get dirty. You want a bike, huh? Grass and caves handled easily. Bike shop. Yo, let's go get a bike. Alright, that sounds like a good idea. A plain city bike is good enough for me. You can't put a shopping basket on a MTB. Is that a mountain terrain bicycle, I'm guessing? These bikes are cool, but they're way expensive, are they? Can we afford one? Hi, welcome to our bike shop. Have we got just the bike for you? Well, it's $1,000,000 Poké Dollars. Looks like we can't afford that, so we're gonna have to come back later when we are way richer than that. Like, a lot more. Alright, let's get some trainer tips. Pressing B during evolution cancels the whole process. Why would we want to do that? Well, some Pokemon actually learn moves if you keep them in an earlier state. I'm, for the most part, not going to do that because I don't want to hold B every time. And also, they do get stronger when you evolve them, so I feel like that's just kind of better to do in most instances. So, Slowbro, punch! No, you blew it again! Slowbro took a snooze. Okay, Slowbro, use Sonic Boom. Come on, Slowbro, pay attention. Yeah, so, this is presumably a traded Pokemon here. Traded Pokemon, they don't follow you unless you have enough badges, which I believe we've seen. Someone said that in Pewter, I think. So, use Repel to keep bugs and weak Pokemon away. Put your strongest Pokemon at the top of the list for best results. I don't know why it says bugs. It has nothing to do with that at all. Have you seen any rare candy? It's supposed to make Pokemon go up one level. We have seen a rare candy. We actually have one. It's so rare you can't buy it. But yeah, we can buy Repels now. And what it does is if your lead Pokemon is higher level than a Pokemon that is in like whatever grass or cave you're in, you won't run into it. You can kind of use that to kind of force some encounters of higher level Pokemon if you kind of put the right leveled Pokemon in the front of your party. So it is a good idea. It also can just help you from going through caves without, you know, encountering stuff. Would have been very useful for Mount Moon. That bush in front of the shop is in the way. Might be a way around. Well, maybe there is, but maybe we'll have to figure that out later. My husband likes trading Pokemon. If you're a collector, would you please trade with him? Okay, let's trade. Hello there, do you want to trade your Poliwhirl for Jinx? Well, we have seen neither of these Pokemon, so we won't be doing that, but later we will. That'll be a much later trade in the game. And here we got the Cerulean gym, but here we go. Cerulean City, a mysterious blue aura surrounds it. Yeah, it was so blue that we're blue. You know, we're like in the happy village. Alright, the leader is Misty of the gym, the tomboyish mermaid. You're a trainer too, collecting, fighting. It's a tough life. Yeah, you know, man, it is real tough. I guess. I don't know. Alright, Bill has lots of Pokemon. He collects rare ones too. Have you heard about Bill? Everyone calls him a Pokemaniac. I think people are just jealous of Bill, though. Who wouldn't want to boast about their Pokemon? Yeah, who wouldn't want to boast? That Bill. I heard he'll do whatever it takes to get rare Pokemon, man. Who's this Bill? I guess we'll meet him soon enough, but why don't we heal up our Pokemon? I do love how each of the cities have, like, a different color to it. And I feel like this is, like, the first time where it's, like, super noticeable. Like, oh, the game is all blue now. And now that's of course through the Super Game Boy, or if you're playing it on like, you know, an emulator, or Pokemon Stadium, you know, it's got those Super Game Boy features built in. It's pretty cool. I do like it a lot. Alright, and this guy here will tell you about Pokemon badges. Pokemon badges are owned only by skilled trainers. I see you have at least one. Those badges have amazing secrets. Now then, which of the 8 badges should I describe? So, all of these badges that we'll see throughout the game, they'll do different effects throughout the game. Like the Boulder badge, for instance, that we have, it actually raises the attack of all of our Pokemon. Kind of subtle, but it does. And then we can use Flash, which we don't have yet, but a move that we'll get later. And then we'll go into all those other ones that are later. There's actually a hidden item out here, because why would we come out here any other reason? It's just a blank field, but yeah, there's another rare candy, so don't want to miss out on that. We'll pick that up. Now, there's 2 things we could do here right now. We could go to the gym, or we could go north, which is what we are going to do. And I think I'm going to lead with Ash. I don't know if this is a good idea, but we're going to try this now. So we're going to go north. And, oh, look who it is. It's Slimbo. Yo, Odin. You're still struggling along back here? I'm doing great. I caught a bunch of strong and smart Pokemon. Here, let me see what you caught, Odin. Alright, let's take on Slimbo. It's been a hot minute since we fought you over on Route 22 or whatever, trying to go to the Pokemon League, but now he's got 4 Pokemon, including a Pidgeotto. Level 18 Pidgeotto. This is a little scary. This is a lot higher than anything we have right now. So we're probably going to use some Growls here. And he's going to Sand Attack, and we're going to miss, so that's not good. Why don't we switch in Rad Grab instead? Because, you know, we got the type advantage with the Electric against Flying. That's going to do a lot of damage to us. Ouch. So let's use Thunder Wave on it. This is going terribly already. So let's Thunder Wave here and use a potion. Man, I should have kept in Ash. This is going to probably be the toughest Pokemon to take out here. I truly should have not done this. I should have just left in. Well, we're going to go for it now. Nope. We got really unlucky there. Paralysis did nothing. Just going to take us out with Quick Attack. All right, well, let's bring in Ash here, and let's see if we can at least growl it a little bit, because we are lower level, so we need to lower the attack here of Pidgeotto, because it's really strong. So we need to bring it down to our level. 8 damage, that's a little better. Okay, that should be pretty good. Now we can hit it up with Ember here. It's not doing a ton of damage, but it's going to be the best thing we can do against it, unless I use Leer. Sand attack's no good, because it feels like whenever the enemy lowers our accuracy, it just always seems to go against us. All right, let's swap in Buttershoe here. Swap in Buttershoe. I don't know if I love my team against Slimbo right now, but I decided to go for it, and we're gonna use Bite because I missed. Oh my goodness, Bite is 100% accuracy. Remember I was telling you way earlier that 100% accuracy can miss because of how like the RNG works in this game. Instead of it being 1 to 100, it's 0 to 100. So if you like roll that rare 0, you miss anyway. Or I don't know if it's that way or if it's the other way, but regardless, it's technically like an 101 scale. So man, that's so unfortunate. Are you kidding me? Because Sand Attack, you know, I just swapped in Zubat, so it's not like it had Sand Attack against it or something. That is really silly. Alright. There we go. It's going to send out Abra. Now, Abra is, I think, kind of safe for us, because I don't think it can do anything. So we're going to use this opportunity to kind of heal up Buttershoe. Yeah, it only knows Teleport, what Teleport does in combat is I think it lets you run away. Oh, actually, let's use Leech Life. This is a rare instance where a Bug-type move is good against Psychic-type, which I don't think we've actually fought a Psychic-type Pokemon yet. We've had a Psychic-type move with Confusion, but yeah, that's actually going to be a really good way to heal right now. But yeah, Teleport lets you run away from trainer battles, guaranteed. And then if you actually use it on the world map, it'll take you back to a Pokemon Center. But, you know, it's no good here. I can't believe how good Buttershoe is doing right now. Okay. Here's Rattata, level 15. This is a lot better of a matchup right here, so let's use Buttershoe for the Bite. I think I mean, Quick Attack is not good, right? You know, it's definitely going first. But with Bite, we're doing a lot of damage. Oh, Hyper Fang, that's probably going to do us in. That's such a strong move. Yeah. Okay. Let's swap in Ash. Ash isn't going to be very good against the last Pokemon, but let's see if we can at least get a knockout here on Rattata anyway. I think that would probably be in our best interest. There we go. And there's Squirtle, level 17. So it's not evolved yet. It's not... it could be evolved, honestly. It's kind of weird that it's not. But what we'll do is we'll probably use Growl. Even though it's going to use water-type moves on us that are going to do a lot of damage. This is kind of just in case it uses a physical move against our other Pokemon. But we're going to use Ember for the chance at burning it. Didn't look like it happened, so we're going to keep trying here. You know, we're gonna keep Ash in, because we might as well try to do as much damage as we can. I think we'll be more than fine. We have 3 Pokemon left, so I think we'll be able to go. I don't think I've even shown off Varan or Onix since they've reached level 15. They actually learned Poison Sting. It's not very notable because, you know, Poison Sting is what Mascon has had this entire time. And, you know, it has a good chance of poisoning, but it's really low damage, so I'd rather just use Scratch. We're definitely going to win, but who's going to get the final blow, I don't know. At this rate, it's going to be Varan. We're getting kind of lucky that Squirtle's not using Water Gun, its strongest move. I guess I also didn't mention that Ash learned Leer. So the starters have they have a set of 4 moves they learn before they reach their first evolution. And Ash learns their first one, Ember, which is really good. It's like the fire type move that we're going to have for a long time. Squirtle and Bulbasaur, they don't have as great of a first move that they learn. Squirtle does have Bubble, which is a water attack, and then Bulbasaur gets Leech Seed, which, you know, we don't really know about, so I'm not going to go into. But their other move that they learn before they evolve is a lot better than what Charmander normally learns, which is Leer. You know, Squirtle gets Water Gun, which is a really good move, and Bulbasaur gets Vine Whip, which is basically the equivalent of Water Gun, but for grass types. So, And I know we kind of just talking about other stuff there, but hey, we beat Slimbo. Hey, take it easy. You won already. Yeah, we did. We got kind of lucky, honestly. Hey, guess what? I went to Bill's and got him to show me his rare Pokemon. That added a lot of pages to my Pokedex. After all, Bill's world famous as a Pokemaniac. He invented the Pokemon storage system on PC. Since you're using his system, go thank him. Well, I better get rolling. Smell you later. Oh man, what a troll. What a troll that Slimbo, isn't he? Well, like I said, we kind of have two options to go now that we're here in Cerulean. We can go north to go see Bill, which is what we are going to do first. But we could take on Misty now if we wanted to, but we can add some better Pokemon to our team and get some more levels before we do that, so. People here were robbed. It's obvious that Team Rocket is behind this most heinous crime. Even our police force has trouble with the Rockets. Well, I guess we'll have to check that out later. So we're going to end right here. Next time we're going to head north and meet the Pokemaniac Bill. So thank you so much for watching. I've been OdinSpack 33, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.